all day long, so sorry that this is kind of late. Well, it's really super late for 20, but today I am 21 weeks and 0 days. So the countdown to baby is officially smaller than the amount of weeks I am, which is pretty exciting. Again, I'm going to apologize for the quality of this video, the fact that I'm not going to really be looking at it. I have sunglasses on, all that jazz, because I am driving. I don't really have any other time set out in the day to do this, so here we go. I went to the doctor on Monday, and baby looks great. We had our anatomy scan, and she's measuring perfectly. The ultrasound tech said everything's looking really good, and she is measuring exactly where she should. And then when I saw the doctor, she said that she could not open the file because all of the ultrasounds and things are digital at my doctor's office, so they just send them, like they just store them on the computer, and she couldn't open the file on her computer because she said the system wouldn't let her in. So, but she said if there were any issues, the ultrasound technician would have called her in there because to get her opinion on what she was seeing. But before we even left the ultrasound, the lady was like, yes, everything looks perfect, everything looks normal. There's nothing that I can see that should raise any kind of red flags or anything. So baby's looking great, which is always reassuring to hear, and because I'm like a worrier anyway, so every doctor's appointment I'm always like worried that they're going to tell me that something's wrong. I don't know why. I don't know if other people are that way too or not, but it's definitely how I am. But when I saw the doctor, she measured me and everything and did my weight and blood pressure and all that normal stuff, and she said that I'm measuring exactly where I should for 20. Well, at the time I was still 20 weeks and 5 days, so she said I was measuring perfectly for where I needed to be, where I was at. And I finally gained some weight in the past 2 weeks. I have gained 3 pounds so far. So, well, I think, maybe, I don't know. I'll have to weigh myself when I get home and double check it. But I think that's what they said. But I don't know if they have the same start weight as I was. So we'll see. So anyway, I need to double check that. But according to what the doctor has on file, I've gained 3 pounds, and she was really pleased with that. She said that everything with me looks great, and that she's really she's not worried at all about my weight gain or anything like that, because I was starting to get a little worried just because I was halfway through pregnancy and had not gained any weight. So yeah, so she said that no, that she's not concerned about that, which is good to hear. And she did say that my iron is a little bit low. She said the normal runs at about 11, and mine is a 10.8 right now. So she said if I wanted to, I could take an iron supplement. If I didn't, to not worry about it, because it's not low enough to make really any difference. But I did decide to pick up a supplement when I was at the grocery store just a few minutes ago, just to be sure that my iron stays in the normal range. I don't want it to get too low or anything like that. So, especially going back to work and all that stuff. So, I'm officially back to work. Yesterday was my first day. I just worked in my classroom all day, and by the time I got home, my feet hurt so bad. And one of my ankles, my left ankle tends to want to swell sometimes. So after being on my feet all day yesterday, my left ankle was just a little bit swollen, not like anything major, but yeah, so we had that going on. So after I cooked dinner, I was washing the dishes, and my ankle was just like killing me. So I ended up sitting in a stool on in the kitchen in front of the sink and wash the dishes. So I probably looked ridiculous, but it made my feet feel way better, and so I was still able to be productive and do what I needed to do. So that's all that really matters, I suppose. We have named the baby, and her name is going to be Abigail. That's the name I've been wanting to use. It was the very first name my husband threw out whenever we found out we were pregnant. So like the longer it would sit with me, the more I liked it for her. And so I'm just glad to not have to call her the baby anymore. So yeah, so I'm really excited about that, and I can give people an answer when they ask me, oh, well, what are you going to name her? So I'm really excited about that. I know that seems really dumb, but I am. So also today I went and met with a girl from my church, and she got Abigail a little gift. So yeah, it's super cute. It's a little Eeyore, and it's like a little something she can hold, and it's a rattle, so it's like a blankie and a rattle together. It's really cute, and so I'm really excited. And that was really sweet of her to do. She said that she and her mom and her grandma were just in North Carolina, and they were looking at baby stuff for a baby shower at her grandma's church, and she said she saw it and she knew I was doing Winnie the Pooh in the nursery, and she'd remembered me saying that that there were not a lot of Eeyore or Piglet kind of things, and it's Eeyore. So she said she had to buy it, and so that was really, really sweet and thoughtful, and I really love it. So I will show you guys that. I'll just insert a picture. I haven't really been getting sick lately, like ever, but yesterday I went to lunch with some of the other teachers from my school, and I got really sick at lunch. So that was really weird and random, and it's just like, I honestly don't remember the last time that I was sick, so it was like weird. But anyhow, yeah, so I got sick yesterday, but I've been like, as soon as after I got done being sick, I felt absolutely fine, absolutely normal. So it was just really bizarre. I don't know if it was because I ate something that was fried, and I'm sensitive to fried foods and stuff anyway, but just that on top of pregnancy maybe just upset my stomach. I don't know. But I'm fine now. I felt fine all day. I haven't had any kind of waves of nausea or anything like that, so whatever. I'm just going to take it as one of those things that kind of happens every once in a while. And so yeah, I do start teaching at night starting next week, so I'll start getting my kids at the high school next week, and I'll start teaching at the college next week too. So I'm gonna be really tired all the time, so my weekends are going to be like my catch up of sleep and any kind of little errands and cleaning that I need to do that I hadn't been able to do during the week. That's what the weekend's going to be for. So sorry, my husband called, so I had to answer his phone call. So yeah. Oh, my big thing this week I've been like drinking a lot of is chocolate milk. I guess it's because I'm trying to make up for a lost time and what I have and haven't been able to eat, and all the issues with dairy and all that stuff. So I don't know, but it's delicious. It's like my favorite thing to drink. I love chocolate milk, so I've been drinking that a lot lately. I need to probably stop, because it's probably going to make me start gaining weight a lot, because there's like a lot of sugar in it, I'm sure. But yeah. Oh yeah, at the ultrasound they also did confirm that it is a girl. She's for sure a girl. This time she was not so shy, because in our 16-week ultrasound, the gender determination, she had her legs crossed 99.5% of the time. There was a teeny window that they got a little shot of her, and they're like, we're pretty sure it's a girl. So Monday when we went, she had one leg up by her head, and the other one was like not by her head, so she was kind of almost in like a little split. So the lady was laughing. She's like, well, maybe she'll be a gymnast. And so it was funny, but yeah, definitely a girl, so that was reassuring too, because I was just like, because she didn't get a good shot, I was like, well, what if they do tell us that it's a boy? Like, what if that happens? But it didn't. She is a girl. So yeah, so that's why we finally finally were able to pick out a name and all that stuff. So I know I backtracked like to the beginning of the video with that, but yeah, I'm very scatterbrained, so that happens a lot. Everyone at work has been like super nice. All the other teachers yesterday, while we were trying to set up our classrooms and stuff, would come and check on me and wouldn't let me do a lot of things because they didn't want me to like hurt myself or do any lifting or anything like that. So that was really, really nice of them. But I do have I work with some of like the best people, so that's always good. And then my mother-in-law may or may not be keeping the baby now after she's born. So that was kind of new this week. So I talked to my best friend, and she said she would be more than happy to watch Abigail after she's born. So yeah. So if my mother-in-law can't do it, then my best friend can, because she's a stay-at-home mom with her son, my godson that I've talked about. So yeah. So I got that figured out, because I was worried because the only daycare near my house is not even accepting people for a waiting list because their waiting list is so long for the infant room. So I was really worried that we weren't going to be able to figure out childcare for Abigail when she gets here. So that is figured out, which is like a big relief for me, because I was honestly was really worried about it. I'm due 2 days after Christmas, so I probably won't have to start my maternity leave from work until January, because I'll probably, if I don't have her early, I'll have her during the Christmas break from my work. So I won't start my maternity leave until after school starts back. So that'll be good, and that'll put me back to work in February. I'll have a good amount of time with her at home, and getting in a routine and all that stuff, and so that's really things are coming together for stuff. Donnie did order some decals for the baby's room off the internet. I think he got them on eBay. They're Winnie the Pooh decals, but they haven't come in yet, and it was 2 weeks ago that he ordered them. So I'm waiting every day to see if they come in, because I really want to see them and see how big they are and how we're gonna put them on the wall and stuff like that. Because we were gonna paint little clouds on there, but I was like, well, what if we want to change it sometime? Stuff like that is going to be hard to cover. So we decided just to go with the decals. I haven't bought anything. I don't think I've bought Abby anything recently. Not that I haven't shown you guys. So yeah, the only thing that I really need to put in is just that picture of the gift from Casey, and really that's about it. I have not measured my stomach for the week, so I don't know how big or round, how many inches I've gained, or parts of inches or anything like that. But after I get home, I'll measure it and put it just at the end of the video somewhere or something. Oh, Wilmington last week. When I went to Wilmington last week, we had fun. We ran into the filming of a movie with Jennifer Aniston and Emma Roberts and Jason Sudeikis in it. So that was kind of cool. We didn't see anybody, the people that were filming the scene. Ashley and I had no clue who they were, so we didn't see anybody cool, but that's kind of cool to run into the movie as it was filming. But we really liked Wilmington, but it was just so hot. I was so hot by the time we left, and I had on shorts and a t-shirt, but I don't know, just being pregnant and walking around the little shops and stuff in the heat, I was so tired, but that was like the most active Abby has been like the whole time. Like she was just crazy active that night after I got home, was like sitting down. I have been feeling her a lot more, especially within the past week since I went to Wilmington, really. It's usually when I'm trying to like calm down, settle down to go to bed, she'll get like active and stuff, but I read on my little desktop thing that tells me like a little fact about each week that she will get to about a foot long and about a pound during the week sometime. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And that this week is when she starts to develop her sleeping patterns, which I thought was kind of strange, like this early, but it's like, and again, I have this question of how do they really know that? Like, how many every single week do they know that, like, each like little fact that they say? So I just think like, I'm just like, I don't know how they know that. But anyway, well, that's what my lily pad countdown on my computer says, and I don't know the validity of it, but that's what it says. I'll also look at my What to Expect When You're Expecting book when I get home, and just like if there's anything that's like really cool or stands out to me on that, then I'll just like add a little note in it too at the end when I do like my measurements and stuff and verifying my weight gains. This is week 20 and 21. Sorry I never got around to it last week. I thought about doing it on Sunday, but then I was like, well, I have my ultrasound tomorrow, which was Monday, and I didn't want to like do one Sunday and then do one again today. So I just did combined week 20 and 21. The bigger, I mean, obviously the bigger she gets, the bigger I'm going to get. So that's really exciting. I think pregnancy is like the only time that women don't care that they gain weight, because like, you know, it's worth it in the end. Like, you're gaining weight because your baby's gaining weight, and as long as, like, I'm just glad it hasn't been like a crazy amount of weight that I've gained. Like, honestly, at 21 weeks to have only gained 3 pounds, I think I'm doing pretty well. So that makes me excited. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I will hopefully see you for week 22. I don't know what day I'll film. I don't know any of that, but hopefully it'll be on time or close to on time. Because I did feel bad that I didn't do one last week, but at the same time I was just like, whatever. So I knew I could just like catch everybody up in this video, even though this is like an extremely long video now, but whatever. So yeah, so I'll see you guys for week 22. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
She remembers the change in her body, the blue